Hello, Scorpio. This is your good tarot. Last time we looked at the good tarot, you started a water journey. It was moving along real nice. You already have a lot of fire journeys under your belt that you're able to use throughout your life. You've had at least one, maybe two pentacle journeys that you've been able to use to help you make decisions going forward. And this journey, water, is emotional. This journey is about all the emotional control and all the emotional things that test you and help you gain wisdom in that realm. So the last time I read Scorpio, it was the elemental reading. Standard elemental reading, just a journey reading. All of the water signs. It's interesting that all of the water signs seem to have the same subnote or common denominator almost. They almost all read the same. It looked different, but it wasn't different. It was the same. Same energy, same testing kind of things. And it's also interesting that I was called to read to Good Tarot for Pisces. And that's a water sign right now. Now, I don't remember what their journey is. I'll have to look back at my notes. But I can't remember what their journey is. But I know that I think they're on the air. But yours is the water. And an emotional journey is filled with ups and downs. And I think that during the elemental read, you had already experienced some serious testing with your defensive nature. Someone perhaps did things that in this last tryst you had that made you feel jealous or defensive or got you into drama over. And you did finally let it go because you just know that wasn't good for you. You knew that wasn't good for you. So let's read your good tarot and see what it says about things. Because it's going to continue on from where we left off when we read it last. The elemental reading was just a hint at right about where you are. And it tells me that you're compressing very well. You're progressing very well in this journey. But I wouldn't expect anything different. Scorpio they tend to be somewhat elusive. They like to observe before they decide on someone or something. Sometimes they'll observe for a long time. In fact, you can be on different journeys many times over. But whenever the good tarot is called out to read one, it's usually because there's a profound leap in your ascension about to take place as you wrap up this life-changing, lesson-filled time. It's a facet. Like a diamond has facets. This is just a facet of your existence, and you'll gain quite a bit from this one. We'll continue with the good tarot for you until we close out the water. And if good tarot tells me that you are being called to the spiritual journey next, or if it's during the read that you're called into another journey, it'll tell me that. And then I can, okay, we're going to continue with good tarot, even if it moves to a new journey. But sometimes it will end and it won't pick up again for a while. So we'll just have to see where it goes. That's the best I can tell you. Right now, we're still on a water. As of last night, anyway. Well, last night. I think I don't know what time it is right now. I had to get my computer back up. I have all kinds of trouble with the ports on this thing. Anyway, let's see. See what happens. Are you ready for the good tarot pull? Let's go. And it'll also guide me in how I lay these out. So we'll start with where we left off, probably. Pretty close to it. It never fails. This deck is just. Now I don't read this deck like other people do. I have it calls to me differently. Okay, of course. And you are still water. Four of water. It's still water and it runs deep. You're recovering. You're doing okay with the whole matter that you just experienced. You're reflecting, of course, on what you learned and how it. The thing you've got to figure out on this particular facet of the journey of water is that it doesn't matter how smart you are. It doesn't matter how intuitive you are, or how quick you are, or how much you've seen, or how much wisdom you've gained. It doesn't. When you come across the person that has a good game, they can fool anyone. Even the best people get fooled, even the smartest people. So don't kick yourself so much and make yourself hard to your next possibility. Just remember that that person was intentionally placed before you by the universe to teach you something to carry forward and give you wisdom throughout your existence. So even if you think, oh God, I just don't ever have that happen to me again, you can't be too hard on yourself about it, because if you close yourself off, there's no purpose. So I suggest that most of all that you don't be too hard on yourself. Forgive yourself for this stuff, because ultimately it's going to give you something far more valuable than what anyone ever imagines. You've already changed how you see things. You remember when you were a teenager? Okay, remember when you were young, you were a teenager, and you would every time there was something, the first thing you do is, every time there's a drama, the first thing you want to go to is that anger or that damage. You want to fight over something, okay? You don't do that anymore, and it seems so far away. It's juvenile to you now. The older you get, and the more you start to apply the wisdom, so that it's not going to be this. You think on so many different levels. Before, you were instinctive, you were young, you were naive, and all of your thoughts went directly to the first feeling, as opposed to thinking about things more. Now you think more. And that is a direct result of your lifetime here in the flesh. And we're going to go on down on here. Then we have the Two of Air. Two of Air. You know, this is a flirty thing. This is a little bit of spiritual nature talking to you. It says, rely on yourself. It's okay to be a little bit... It's okay to be a little bit taken aback by things that happen. It's okay. You're supposed to. They're supposed to be profound enough to teach you something. If you don't think about them, then they're not going to give you anything. So the hardest lessons are the best ones. I know it sounds bad, but they are. And sometimes the biggest struggles take you for a leap forward. The reason that your journey is so, the good tower calls me, is because you're due for an ascension. You're about to level up heavy. When you master this particular zone, you've got a good hold on your control of your emotional stability, where you don't fly off the handle or get mad or frustrated so easily. You're still a human. You're going to occasionally, but you think more about how you react. And that's a big tool in your case. That's a big tool. If you need it, it's there. And the emotional realm is enormous, okay? Don't forget, you are in the middle of mastering something that is very, very, very big. The emotion and the heart of things and the things, emotional things. This material things, they are exactly that. They're concrete. But emotional things have so many different, so many different views and so many different ways, and they involve so many things. I mean, not only do they involve the passion of fire and the materialism of earth, they encompass all of those things, and your emotions are they're a part of being. Period. So, yeah, you always will have to keep them keep. You always have to be mindful of them. Let's just put it that way. I'm gonna put it that way. Okay. Now it's this one. Page of Water. You know that card. You see here we've got Page of Water, 5 of Water, 2 of Air, and 4 of Water. We're two. Do you see how that's working here? You were pretty sad for a little while, but this emotional bouncing around right here is a direct result of you're overthinking actually what you could have done differently to help you see the last situation. You can't believe that you got duped that way. The point is, you were supposed to get duped, you understand? So that you could do this right here. So you could do this bouncing around. So you would do this thinking. That situation was meant to trigger your brain to think and make you go through all of these different ideas of it, not to beat yourself up heavily, overboard or too much in your head, but to get you in your head to think about things that you want to watch for later. You don't want that to happen again, so you'll be thinking more, how can I think through these things easier, or how can I keep myself together and not explode or not have a moment. Even a panic situation is emotional. It's a explosion of emotion. And you're doing a lot of thinking. I mean, you're thinking a lot about that situation. Even though you are ready and moving forward, I know that you are because of the elemental read. It told me a little bit about your energy there. What's happening, if you will, I really hate to throw that one back. I hope it comes back up. That was the next card. It just peeked at me. It was the angel, so it was an angel, and I'm hoping that it pops back out. Oh, none of them are turned up. Come on. Okay, that one. 2 of Earth. Okay. This is a person coming into your energy. This is someone coming forward for you. This is your mindful line. This is in your head. You're out of your head now because this person's coming here to help you get out of it. This is a really nice energy. This person here is going to show you a lot of things, material to help you escape it's to help you escape your head. They're going to try to open up your heart a little. They want to see where you stand. Queen of Water. That's where you stand. Nope, you don't want anything to do with that right now. That this 2 of Earth here is an Earth sign, a Virgo, Capricorn, or oh my goodness, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. One of those is trying to observe you or take a good. They're giving you hints here and there that they'd like to juggle with you. They'd like to get to know you. Okay, but you're not interested in that at all. You are definitely no. You're not ready. And you're not ready for them. And I don't even know, you're really not even attracted to them. I can see that in the face of this queen at all. And it's because you're just not attracted to the Earth sign at all, that particular Earth sign. You're just not. It's probably a Taurus. Hmm. Yeah, you would not be attracted to that sign. I can see why. Very boring. Even though they're attracted to you, by all means. A lot of people are attracted to you. Okay, now here comes one you're attracted to. 4 fire. Scorpio, you're just very much attracted to this person. This 4 of fire sits up there and you look up at them. You like this person a lot. It could just be a friend, but you have an attraction to them and you can't help yourself. You want to talk to this person. They're fire sign. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Oh. Okay, I could see an Aries being an interesting subject for you. There we go. And you have the Fool again. And there is the trumpet. She's calling. The Fool is calling you again. Now that you're going to start some more journey. We're going to add something to this. I don't know what yet. The next card that I pull is going to tell me what journey is calling to enter into this water journey with you. Now, you can be on many journeys at once, okay? But this journey, this is a call journey. When it's a Fool to me, especially in good tarot, you see the trumpet, it's calling. This journey here isn't just one of those leaps of faith. Now, this is a calling for a journey. And that, especially with this, it just screams at me that. It always does. I don't know what it's going to be. I'm going to shuffle here, and we're going to figure out what's calling, what's coming for you. I mean, you'll still stay in this water, but you just accomplished a really big amount of testing here in this water journey. And it'll continue probably for a long time. This one here, though, I don't know what this journey is going to be. Got the fire right above it. Someone who's interested in you, and you're interested in them. What's this next journey? Come on. I need to see it. It's got to pop out, man. There it goes. Right there. Nope, that's not the one. It's that one right there. I know that's that. Okay. And that's more water. Okay. And it's an Ace of Water. You're still on this water journey, but this is calling you to another. You know what this is doing? This is calling for a reward. This is actually calling for this is calling for a reward. It's calling the ace to you. It's going to bring you another water sign. And it's going to bring another water sign that's on the same journey as you into your energy. And that's a reward because you two will be able to grow through this and work together. Wow, they don't even probably know this. But you'll know this. And you'll know they're on that too because they've been through this kind of thing too, right here. This person, I don't buy the twin flame kind of crap. No, this person though is just like you. They're going through the same kind of thing. But you know, I'm telling you, Scorpio, a lot of the water signs are going through the same thing. They are. So this could be another Scorpio, but I think that this could be a Pisces. That's what you. Oh, I'd love to see a Scorpio and Pisces. Yes, ma'am. That looks like a Pisces, and you both have, and they're fiery Pisces too. Creative and adventurous. You would really like that. You know, and it would be a reward because a Pisces would just open up windows and doors for you. They're so creative and so talented with how they express themselves. You would benefit so much. They would benefit from you too. They need the gift that you have. They need some mystery. They need to be a little more mysterious and not so flamboyant or open like they are sometimes. They would benefit from you too. That would be that, and that's the only other one I have on Good Tarot. So I don't see Cancer on Good Tarot at all. It never even. hasn't jumped at all. That's not a Cancer. That's a Scorpio, another Scorpio, or that's it. That's a Pisces. I bet it's a Pisces. Yep. And they're traveling the same journey, and they may even be in a different facet of it. So in which case, you two of you can share a lot. And it'll just kind of happen naturally. A lot of fire has been mastered on both ends. For you and for them. Both of you. Because you're on this side and they're on that side of the four fire. So there's a lot of passion here. That has great potential. Really, really great potential. You might be sensitive, so be careful of your sharp, sarcastic tongue, okay? You hurt somebody's feelings with that thing. And they're really good at not letting you see their emotions at all. They're good at that. They hide it very well. So what you think is not what you see. You know what I mean? What you see in them, it's totally different probably. But I got a feeling that you'll be able to read them. It'll be just flow. It will just flow like a river. Right into a catch basin. I mean, you two would have a... Oh man, and there's the call. There it is. That's coming up. You got a call to the air coming up. At least a call. I'm not sure yet where. Next card's gonna tell me what the call is. What's calling you or what you're calling. Ooh, that's the angel. And it did come back up. I told you it was peeking out. And the angel was peeking out. I hope it comes back. I love the journeys. I love being on different journeys. So fun to experience the ups and downs and realize what you're supposed to be doing with that. When you keep it in your mind, there it is. When you keep it in your head and you've got you know what you're doing, or at least you have a good idea how you can what file you can put that in and how you can add to it, then you can really, really work with all that. It really helps you to ascend. And this is the Four of Air behind the call. There you go. Look at that. You're going to start some spiritual stuff now. And I'm guessing that you're going to be sharing that spiritual stuff with this. Because they are probably right on that. I think Pisces is on that journey. I do. I think they're on the spiritual. Not positive, but I think they are. That's why you're going to it. You're being called to that one too. How cool is that? Oh, I like this. Really like this for you. You know, there are going to be ups and downs. This was a test for you, big time. You had to be defensive, and I mean physically defensive, because you were angry and jealous and frustrated, and that person was ridiculous. They got you into all kinds of crap. They were probably blatantly flirting with someone else in front of you, just to get you angry, just to push your buttons. People try to make you do that because that's how they want to make you to feel like you're going to compete, because competition has worked for them before. You know what I mean? Getting two people, like a guy gets two girls fighting over him, he feels very powerful, you know. And the girls are fighting each other and not realizing it's the guy who's the problem, when they should be getting together and just beating him up, you know, not beating each other up. But that happens so often. But you didn't take the bait. You thought hard about it, and you couldn't believe that they could make you that frustrated, or that you had to defend yourself because they caught you into that stuff. Yeah. I've seen the smartest people get played like that game. That's a ridiculous thing. And it makes you feel so inept. It makes you doubt yourself. It makes you doubt everything that you start thinking you got a bad picker. Or maybe it's you. No, it's not you. No, this time here, it was not you. And you're overthinking it. You're overthinking it. You still somewhat think that it was you, because they led you to believe that it was your fault. Through this, that you're the problem. That's why they go running around and do whatever. No, that doesn't work. Okay, here we go. 6 of water, look at you. Oh, the two of you are going to swim in the water, and the water of love. And I mean swim. You'll be swimming together. 6 of water. And that's a beautiful piece of energy right there. Gazing into the water. Oh yeah, this is moving right along. That is looking for, that's just looking into the water. I'm sure she sees her reflection and how beautiful she is. The emotions inside. I would say it would be tears, but because I see you're so happy, it would be tears of joy, if nothing else. Recognizing that divine is stepping in to help you make decisions. So this relationship that you're stepping into coming up, it has a lot of, you want to keep that. You like it. You like how it feels. So you want to keep it enough that you're accepting that call so that you make decisions based on divinity and kindness and loving nature and not fall into any drama. I think that's now how much did that make you learn, right? How can you not ascend with that kind of thinking? You have to ascend. You will absolutely be ascending. There's no question. Great energy, my God. And here we go. Right to the Empress. This is turning you into an Empress. That is a powerful card. It's so powerful. And the colors of it are totally different than all of these. All these other colors are pretty much the same, but this one just look at that. Isn't that something? That's ascending you to the Empress. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good ascension. You're a queen. Now you're ruling the entire land. The land of water. Water's in every card. Empress. That's a sweet card. That's nurturing and loving. Oh, man. Wonderful card. Man, oh man. It's a hell of a card right there. Tell you. I like that. Now let's see where we are here. 9 of water. Now you've become very emotionally stable. You're at the 9 of water. If we catch the 10 of water, you're closing that out and headed for the air. I mean, you're at the 9 of water right now. If in just a couple more cards I see the 10, you're almost there. Oh, whoa. It's the Queen of Air. My God. You are just moving right along. You and this person. There, you're going to help them. What was that? Okay, nothing. I only have one more card. Let's see what we got. That's that. There it is right there. That's a 6 of fire. There's a lot of passion there. You guys are going to take a trip of some kind, or you're going to be taking an adventure, even if it means you just sit and read a book together. Read a story together, or you do something that takes you mental traveling or physical traveling. You're going to go somewhere together. And it'll be very passionate. That's fire. That's the fire of it. And that's you too. And you're at the 9 of water now. You're almost ready to close out this water cycle. It doesn't mean that you won't have more and more and more calls to it. You could be called to water again right away. If something happens that trips you up, or you make a wrong move, you'll be called again to water to try and figure it out again. And you'll be tested once again with a different scenario that will ask you to make a decision that teaches you the same lesson again. It's patternistic. But you could ascend again and then make a mistake. I mean, after the fact, it's like, it's a strange thing, but you get called to it. You're called to air coming up, and that's a spiritual realm. That's a very important realm. That is going to involve deeper mind and a lot of more mindful wisdom. That's going to insist that you start using the energy that you've collected in a very different way. You're going to start applying it in a more divine fashion. And that will help you to ascend again. I mean, every time it will. And if you louse up and do something stupid, or make a mistake, or even if it's something simple that you just didn't apply correctly, you'll be called back to something. You haven't been called back to fire or earth. I think you got those pretty good. They're pretty easy to master. I mean, passion is simple. It is deliverance of the flesh. Come on, okay? It's easy to master. But it's hard to wield. You might accidentally catch your clothes on fire. All right, Scorpio, this has been interesting. I got to get my notes down here so I know right where you are. And I do think you're going to be in touch with a Pisces. Got to let me know about that. Because that's beginning with an ace. And that's a water. That's an ace of water. And that ace of water, and the only other one that I have on Good Tarot right now is Pisces. And that's funny that it happens to be the water. And then you got the call. This is the call card. I remember I told you, I said, there's the angel. I saw it peeking out. I hope it comes back out. There it is. Came right out. And it took a couple of shuffles and it popped up. And it did. But it popped up for your future, not your current. Not the current that you're in. Like as in the river, the current. The current you're in right now, it didn't pop up in. It's got to wait. You got a little while yet. You're going to get the call. You'll know when you do, because it'll be very sudden and you'll be thinking about how best a decision you make is, the decision that you have to make is a reflection of some divine fashion, in some divine fashion. You know what I mean? It'll feel biblical. It's really the only thing I can describe that as. And I see the Empress here. That's good. And I saw you at the 9. Right, the first card here with 9 of Pentacles. That's where we're stopping today. You made it there. It's pretty good. And then I am looking forward to reading you again. If we get a call, I always say, if I get a call on Good Tarot, if I get the call, see the call card. If this card comes up, anytime during any journey, I gotta continue the journey. I can't put the cards up for you. I have to keep them down for you. That means that they will continue to read. But if we end a journey, like 10 of Pentacles comes, and it ends your journey of water, and we didn't get a call throughout the entire journey that we did, we didn't get the call, then I just put them away. And it'll call to me again to read whenever that time comes. But if I get the call like that, and we're on a journey of any kind, and we're reading Good Tarot, if that card comes up, we continue. You got to continue, especially if it's a different energy, especially if it's one that you haven't even experienced. But I still would continue to read if the call comes up anytime during the journey. All right, that's it for you, Scorpio. I hope you join me again in about a week, maybe 2 weeks, and we'll see where we're at with this. I don't see your air energy popping up for at least another couple of weeks. What we're doing. I don't see that, but there'll be an elemental reading later this week for you, and there'll also be one next week. So following the next one after that next week, I will then pull another Good Tarot for you. And I'm going to be reading Pisces Good Tarot next week. So it'll be interesting if you were running across a Pisces, and then you get the chance to attend that reading and check it out for them. All right. Thank you, Scorpio. I'd love it if you'd like and subscribe. Then you'll be notified right when I'm going to read your Good Tarot. And when the elementals are read, it gives you an idea what's going on in the middle. There's little hints. Even though I'm a little bit, I'm getting used to things now. I'm starting to. It's still hard trying to get that live feed to come up. And I'm still navigating with this computer. I know that the timing is off on it. I know that it doesn't always focus. I have trouble with it. But this is the equipment I have right now, and I got to get used to it. Not to mention, man, when I first started on here, I was quite the camera shy. I'm not real comfortable being on, but I'm getting better at it. getting more comfortable. So I'm not as nervous as I was. But I'm not afraid. I won't be afraid to ever step out and try. It's worth a try. And my advice to everyone is that, you're never going to lose as long as you try. All you're going to do is win or learn. That's what your life is about. If we're looking for the meaning of life, it's learning and applying what we learned. That's pretty much it. All right. Have a good one, Scorpio. I hope to see you next time. I hope you'll like and subscribe and maybe share. Who knows? Take care.